Hello, and welcome back to the Resiliency Ninja podcast. I'm Allison Graham, your host, and this is the podcast for small business owners and high achieving professionals who are looking to create an extraordinary life that is enjoyable and filled with joy and also profitable. And today we're going to talk about one of the most profitable activities you can possibly do if you're responsible for business development, and that is how do you get referrals? Now, this week was a huge referral week for me. I do high value, low numbers in my business. So I ended up with 6 quality referrals, which for some of you who are trying to work, 200-300 prospects a week, that maybe doesn't sound like a lot, but in my world, that's huge. And I want to share with you the secret around how I have achieved that consistently and how I've helped my clients focus and achieve referrals and the philosophy that I buy into on getting referrals. So if your goal is to get referrals, that's what this is all about. The first thing I want you to consider is that it is your responsibility to achieve referrals. It is not the responsibility of the people who are referring you. People don't wake up in the morning and go, oh my goodness, how can I build, so-and-so's, book of business? That's not what they're focused on. They're focused on the things that they need to get done. And that's why the first thing I want you to do is take responsibility. If you are not getting enough referrals, then chances are you are not taking the right action or enough of it. So first thing, your responsibility. Once you've taken responsibility, the next thing to do to really drive your referrals is to be uber specific. And I don't mean painting a picture of I would like to serve business owners who are in high growth mode with a tech startup company and are in this geographic area or this age group, which is how we often are encouraged to describe our avatars. And we need to know that absolutely. But when it comes to referrals, it's still too broad. And part of taking responsibility is doing the research who you want to meet and making it a specific person. So for me, I had somebody in mind who I wanted to have an introduction to, and I went to LinkedIn. So I looked him up and I decided, who do I know? Who are our mutual connections? Now, wonderfully enough, one of our mutual connections was someone who was in the audience a couple of weeks ago when I spoke at a conference. She gave me a glowing review, and so I felt very confident that I was going to be able to ask her for a referral because she'd seen me in action. She loved what I did, and she's very connected in the speaking industry, in the meeting planning industry, so it just made a lot of sense. So I reached out to her and I said, hi, thanks for all your kind words. Loved getting to meet you at the conference. I noticed that we are connected to this person. Would you be open to making an introduction for me, please? And when you're that specific, what happens is you get a yes or no answer. And in this specific case, I actually got not only a yes back, but also, would you like to meet this person? So she added on to the referral opportunity. Just brilliant. Thank you. Absolutely. Of course I would. Now here's the third step. You want to make it so easy for them to make the introduction. You don't want them to be thinking about how do I do this or, trying to pull information from your website or anything like that. And a really, really succinct little itty bitty paragraph is all you need to send them in an email. To say, thanks so much for agreeing to make the introduction to so-and-so. In terms of high level information, here is why I want to talk to that person. Would love the introduction and I'll take it from there. Just simple. Because I may have said it already in one of these podcasts, which is why it's so important for you to subscribe, because you never know when the wisdom's going to come. But one of the keys to remember is an email is never, a single one-off email is never going to sell for you. If you're in a high trust sales environment and you want to do actual business development and create actual profitable relationships, You can't rely on somebody reading an email alone. It's just not the way business is sold, even in a high technology way. Now, I know some of you are going to say, oh, no, I run email campaigns. Email campaign is very different than a true business to business, human to human connection and referral. It's not meant to be an email. The email is simply to give enough information so that you can make it so easy for your referrer to pass your contact information on to the other person. And then the goal is to get a phone call with that person or to get an actual in-person meeting, even better if it's feasible. So there you go. That's how you get referrals. You get you take the responsibility, you do your homework, you figure out who knows who. You've got those trusting relationships already. Those are the people who you can call on to give you a referral. Then you're uber specific to say, I want to meet this one person. Will you introduce me? It allows the person to say yes or no. And then you make it super simple for them. So it's going to take them less than 2 minutes to get off of their to-do list, because we already know everybody's busy, and you want to make it super simple and clear about why you want to meet with that person, and then allow them to give you a glowing review, etc. Because the paper won't sell anything. Just you need to get in front of that person. Hope that helps. And I'd love to hear from you. How many referrals do you get next week? And listen, here's the deal. You just have to rinse and repeat over and over and over and over again. And if you're stalled on your business development and you're not getting the referrals you want, it's probably because you've just thrown this really wide net out there to say, hey, if ever you know anybody who needs me, call me. And that is putting all the onus in somebody else's hands. And by the way, that happens too. I love that when it happens. And you can't count on it. If you want to take control to create a profitable business and to drive your business development, then you need to be choosing who do you want to meet, who's on your prospect list. Do that extra work to research who that you have a trusted relationship with already knows this person, and then facilitate that introduction. Now, listen, if you want some more information about how to develop business, how to create a profitable relationship, I think I'm at episode 18 here, and somebody's brought it to my attention that I haven't really shared with people how they could work with me. And I want to share with you 3 different ways that I could serve you and what I do. First of all, if you're planning a conference, I absolutely love sharing with audiences about resilience and business development, creating profitable relationships. So you can check out my speakers page on my website, which is r-ninja.com. The next thing is, if you are a small business owner and you are looking to do some hyper growth and want to get crystal clear on your priorities, stop that overwhelm, like you've got that big vision and you know what you want to do and you just want a coach in your corner to help you bring it to fruition, I am taking on new coaching clients. I have a very limited roster because I do so much with them, but there is space available. If you would like to do that, please go to the coaching page on my website. And then the last way that I think I can really serve you is I have an online program that teaches you absolutely everything you need to know in order to get connected, build your army of allies, and really become super confident and successful with networking and creating profitable relationships. I will be sure that I'll start including that in the link of the show notes from now on, so that you have that. But please visit that. Check it out. I would love to, give you that information because it is self-serve. You can do it in your own pace, and it's jam-packed with content that you could use for yourself. And even businesses have brought me in to do training or a keynote, and then they buy this program, a license for everybody, so that they can have that follow-up information. So it's definitely there for you. Thanks so much. And you can always reach me at r-ninja.com and Allison D. Graham on most of the social media sites. Let's not say most. Let's say Twitter and Instagram. That's where you can find me, and LinkedIn. 3 of the thousands of sites. So Allison D. Graham, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Have an amazing day. And the next time I'm not sure what we'll talk about next time, but that's why you want to subscribe. And if you know somebody who is struggling in their business and they need more referrals, please share this with your network. I would appreciate that. Until next time.